Hello guys. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. I've done oil blue Zippo a little while ago and it turned out pretty nice. Basically oil bluing is applying heat to the metal until it changes color and then quenching it in oil. It's also called case hardening. Now, what I had an idea doing is covering part of that metal with something that would prevent it from heating equally, so the color should turn out a little different. So what I did here, I took this Zippo and just a regular nail polish. Basically the nail polish is just an enamel paint, so I'm guessing that should work. I've never tried it before, so we'll see how it turns out. What I did is just poured some nail polish on top of it and let it create the natural dripping pattern. So once it dries out, we're gonna apply some heat to it and see how it turns out. So stay tuned. Sorry, we got interrupted here by accident. But anyways, continue to blow it, and you know, you want the difference in color. What you're gonna do is hold your flame in one spot a little longer than the other one. You don't want to do it too long, but you know. See, there you go. Now you're starting to see that gold and purple right here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and move out to a different area right now, because that area itself is going to end up heating from, you know, the rest of the metal being heated up. So even what you see right now, this purple right here, and I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's going to end up changing a little bit. So it's not going to end up, it's not going to be like that when it's done. I mean, it might be pretty close to it, but not exactly. There you go. Have to get a little more purple here as well. And like I said before, you might want to make sure that you're doing this slowly. Now you could do it fast, but you know, I would really recommend it because you don't want your metal to work. I mean, just simple as that. In the end, even if you do it slowly, it might end up working a little bit, but not too much to actually damage it, you know, or to ruin your lighter. All you're gonna have to do is just, you know, stick that inner part of the heart of a lighter, whatever you want to call it, inside, and you know, push on over your fingers a little bit, and you know, kind of straighten it out, because it is thin, you know, so it can't work out in the end. But you know, trying not to do any unnecessary work, you know, any repairs unless you really have to. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at those colors. I don't know if you can see it, but that blue and purple is really starting to show. Showing up a little more here. I think I'm just gonna leave this side just the way it is. I kind of like it. It's, you know, blue and a splash of purple and gold. And the other side turned out pretty well. I got a little more gold over here. Go ahead and make sure you hit that area in between two pieces. Now I didn't bother with doing the bottom, because the bottom is just going to heat up from the rest of it, and I'm going to change the color slightly. Plus, you know, I don't really care about the bottom of the lighter. Alright, I think I've done enough. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to quench it in oil. And like I said, just a regular engine oil. So what we're going to do here, your old metal canister, any sort, and just drop it in there. Wait for it to cool off a little bit. You can also go ahead and pull it out right away and, you know, dry it out, do it again, but you know, I just wait for it to naturally cool in oil a little bit, and then just run it under some water to get all that oil off, like a little soft detergent. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some nail polish remover, and hopefully that this video keeps stopping for some reason. take some nail polish remover and hopefully be able to just take off that nail polish. Now I don't know how it's going to react now that it's been kind of baked, so we'll see. I will keep you updated. All right, so updates. Finished the soil bluing, and there's really not much pattern to it, but the pattern wasn't really a purpose of the video. It's just to kind of see, you know, if we can accomplish that contrast. I don't know if you can see these colors too well on your screens, but they're you know, there's some blue, purple, gold. Everywhere where the nail polish was, it's remained almost unchanged. There's a little bit of a different color to it, a little bit of the gold tone to it, or a hue to it, whatever you want to call it. But for the most part, it's remained unchanged. I didn't go through the whole process of cleaning the nail polish off, and I didn't really even finish it all the way. You can still see some of it here, but you know, it's kind of a process that's very self-explanatory. Take some acetone or some nail polish remover, put in some cloth, and just rub the nail polish off. I did notice though that in some of the areas where nail polish was a little thicker, it baked in a little harder into a metal than it did in the areas where it was thinner, which I kind of thought it would be the other way around, but for some reason it was not. Anyways, if you want to play with it more, if you want to create a design to it, some sort of a pattern, you have that much patience, or if you just want to go ahead and make some sort of a stencil, just run a nail polish over it and then remove the stencil, and you know, have your shape or design, or you know, whatever you choose, your name on it, and do it that way. You can go ahead and do it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that one of these days when I have a little more time. This one, it was just kind of in a hurry, just as a, you know, my first video, just to try to show some, you know, do-it-yourself little project. Hopefully I get a chance to make more of these videos, and hopefully they end up a little better than this one. You know, I don't know how much you liked it. Hope you did. But anyways, there's gonna be a little more nail polish removing here. But all in all, you can tell it's high contrast areas. Everywhere where the nail polish was, it's remained lighter, and you know, you get your colors right here where the metal was exposed. So I would say our little project here, or a little experiment here, was pretty successful. So you guys go ahead, try it out if you want, and hopefully you come up with some better ideas than I have. If you do, you know, leave me a comment, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Got any questions, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Take care, guys.